afro, braids, dreadlocks, ghetto dreadlocks, back to afro, back to dreads, Cat Williams, bust down weave, professional lace front. Plaqueboymax is in his hot girl era. True to his new tattoo, he is definitely living up to the diva label, and his fans desperately want him to come out of the closet, but it's really not that simple. I'm gonna break down what exactly is happening to Plaqueboymax and expose the exact date he will be coming out of the closet. Also, I have evidence to prove exactly what I'm saying. But to understand how we got to the point where this man is doing all of these physical changes, there's some history we gotta understand first. Plaqueboymax, one of the biggest and most popular streamers on the planet, started his content creation journey with an actual music channel, hosting freestyles, rap battles, and cyphers while he was still in high school.
Me mentally, but I'ma stack on my bread, Fuck that nigga, fuck the feds, Fuck a nigga for the bread,
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What's that?
I'm sorry, man.
At this time, he was pretty much a normal kid, just playing basketball, bullshitting with the bros. He just had more motion than the average kid. But as high school came closer to a close, Max would start his own channel, posting music reactions, staying pretty true to the content that initially got him buzz in the first place. And Max would stream from his bedroom, grinding his ass off for over a year, hosting e-dates and building a crazy strong community centered around the love of basketball, music. But as Max got bigger and joined the organization phase, he started to collaborate with really big rappers, doing his in the booth streams where he would make a song with them, hosting a bunch of music competitions that actually put some rappers on the map, all while being a part of the phase organization, filming YouTube videos for that and doing streams for that. And at some point during this time, you could tell Max was starting to get a little bit burnt out. He started looking less energetic during phase videos, more lethargic during his own streams, and would eventually leave the organization phase, stating that all of the time he was spending being a part of phase, he could have been spending building his own brand 5-star and pursuing music, a longtime passion of his, more seriously. He would see massive success there, having one of his songs, Spink Dreads, go massively viral, and since then has been nominated for a Grammy and last performed at Summer Smash 2026. Now, as for the undercover homosexual allegations, which is pretty much what y'all came to the video for, let's be real, Max has always done and said zesty stuff, from sus rap battles with Silky, twerking, throwing that shit back for Duke Dennis.
I be twerking naturally. Sometimes I just jiggle my ass, bro. It's natural, bro. I just be doing that shit, no bullshit. Duke's behind you.
This isn't exactly something new, but the multiple different wigs, dermal piercings, the diva tattoo is different than just doing a little like zesty dance or something. Like recently he was talking about men twerking and saying that it's not gay.
If I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut shit or twerking, why don't we twerk? Now that I think about it, my nigga, why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance. I'm tweaking? That is the only gender neutral dance, bro.
He's definitely using the words gender neutral incorrectly. It's supposed to be gender specific. By the way, that becomes a pattern of Max doing and saying stuff he knows nothing about. And a bunch of people have theories on why Max has been making these changes, especially so rapidly. Some people, like Fuck the H, believes that Max is just giving into creativity and pushing gender norms, just expressing himself unapologetically. And a lot of people think he's just a bored young rich dude that's trying to find himself now. Other people think he's dumb, and some people think, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that he's just gay, or that like the Illuminati type Diddy people done got this man. But it's actually a combination of those things, and Max over the years has shown us exactly why he's doing all of this stuff. It's not because he's gay, it's also not because he's dumb. Simply enough, he's a young rich dude with a bunch of access to pretty much whatever resources he needs, and because he spent the last 8 years, some of the most important formative years of his life, streaming and making content, that he now not only doesn't know who he is, he doesn't even know how to go about figuring that out. The tattoos, piercings, changing the hairstyles, he's just throwing things at a wall, and whatever sticks is now like a part of his new identity until he feels otherwise. And the evidence for this is his relationship with tattoos and piercings. Just stay with me for 2 seconds. In January 2025, Max cut his dreads off because it's a new year. The idea being that he's starting fresh. He's a new person than the person he's been his whole content career before then. He still didn't feel reinvented enough. So he got a bunch of new tattoos in a very short amount of time, which led to him getting ink poisoning, and he stayed in the hospital for about 10 days. This filled his void of confusion about who he is until about 7 months from that hospital visit where he got these dermal piercings. He got like a P and then got it removed, and then got a nose piercing and then got that removed like I think like the next day or some shit, because he thought he liked it initially and then just woke up one day and felt differently. That impulsivity that he spoke about reared its head before that piercing shit when he got a vasectomy. And he got this procedure done because he had a few pregnancy scares. And true to the definition of being impulsive, he genuinely didn't know that there's a high risk that this procedure possibly can't be reversed once it's done. By the way, for those of y'all who don't know, a vasectomy is where they go in, cutting up inside of your balls to make sure that you can't get a female pregnant anymore. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's not only impulsive, but that's actually stupid as shit, because there are multiple things you can do not to get a girl pregnant. You could get like an IUD, could just wear condoms, but I feel like it's a little bit easier said than done. There is male birth control, which by the way, he had no idea about, and he was on this podcast, and when he was told about this, you could see the shock on his face was actually hilarious.
About a month ago, you went and got a vasectomy. You are only 23 years old.
That's me.
Why?
I had a little, you feel me, a little scare, bro. I had a couple scares. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And for the sake of those girls, you know, because I fuck with them, I'm not gonna get into it.
You know they got male birth control too, though.
Whoa, what?
Nah, for real. I heard about it.
When they had that?
I don't know, but we can search it up. To skip to the vasectomy instead of the birth control is crazy.
Well, I might have fucked up.
To jump to the vasectomy, yeah, you was just doing shit.
Bro, you see I got dermals, I be doing shit, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of him doing shit without doing like pretty much any research, that diva tattoo he has on his side that's been going viral as shit, he thought diva meant like bad bitch energy, like confidence, you know, not giving a fuck about what anybody says because you're that it person.
How are y'all gonna tell me diva do not mean female performer? It just mean like, yo, you popping it, like you doing your shit, you a diva, like, bro, you a diva. You're a diva. She a diva. It's not a bad thing, or it doesn't have to be feminine. How are y'all gonna tell me to look it up? Bitch, you're trusting Google over me? Are you stupid? Bro, listen, I'm telling y'all what I meant by the word. Google is not going to change that. Google's not going to change that. Diva mean you popping it. You doing your own thing. You don't give a fuck when nobody say diva. Yeah, you diva. He a diva. She a diva. I fuck with her. She a diva. Bro, real shit, man.
Let me ask you this before I make my assumption. What does diva mean to you?
It's just like, shit, nigga. I'm a bad bitch. I'm on some fly shit, though. You know how bad bitches, bro? Bad bitches are the most confident people in the world.
Right.
That's what it means, bro. And
Turns out it really means like goddess. So this nigga got a tattoo that says he's a goddess. Bro couldn't even do a quick Google search to know what he was putting on his body. But Max isn't stupid, and this is where the actual full breakdown is gonna come into play. This is gonna get a little disorganized, but it's all gonna make sense by the end. Max is 23 years old, and from the ages of about 15 till now, his main focus has been becoming a better content creator, has been being consistent, worrying about what the chat thinks about him, worrying about not falling off, staying hip to the new trend, growing his own personal brand, managing his team, relationships with people, and just managing his mental on a day-to-day basis. He smokes weed, he drinks liquor as a way to deal with the pressure of being Plaqueboymax. Every day he wakes up on Twitter, there is some new news about him. Doesn't matter what he does, whether positive or negative, there's always somebody saying something about him, something bad about him actually. He drops new music that does well. There's a bunch of people saying he's trash. He wears a new outfit, that shit is ass. The entertainment industry is fake as fuck, but you gotta keep certain relationships going for business purposes. So then he has to be fake, and then he has to reconcile with being fake all the time and wondering, is that making him a actual fake person? He expressed himself on stream how much of himself he pours into this content shit, how much of himself he pours into his audience and his fans. And the fact that so much of his community turns on him on a regular basis takes a huge mental toll on him, to where he has these emotional outbursts sometimes, whether it's crying on the phone with his mom, that he doesn't know what he's doing with his life.
Every day, quarantine. Every day they're quarantine.
Hey, Max.
Hey, Mom.
Unbelievable.
I know.
What are you doing?
I know. Mom, I'm
This is
sorry.
crazy.
I'm sorry when I missed your text, Mom. I'm sorry. Every day during quarantine when you would wake up and it was just me in the house and you would make sure to give me a hug every day in the morning. I appreciate that. You know, I just want to let you know, Mom, I would never take it for granted, Mom. You know, and I always got you. I appreciate you guys for always being there for me, bro. You know,
Aw,
I appreciate that, though. I really do. I
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Max. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. I appreciate you so much. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you guys for making me who I am today, you know?
Or he's pouring out genuine emotion to his chat and they're not taking him seriously.
And that type of shit bleeds into the Twitch chat. That shit bleeds into everywhere, bro. Niggas just being negative. I might come on that shit being goofy. I might come on this bitch. Y'all can call me corny. I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all can call me whatever the fuck y'all want. But I come on this bitch to entertain y'all niggas, bro. I come on this bitch because I love y'all niggas, bro. Oh, God, bro. I come on this bitch to have fun, bro. Just, this shit hard, bro. It's not easy, bro. I be putting my heart and soul in this shit on God, bro. This feel like it's no idea with me, bro. I'm never gonna quit if I'm by my fucking self on God. I don't give a fuck.
And when he's literally not streaming, he's smoking or with a female. This is what he said, by the way. He said he's addicted to smoking.
I moved to Miami and moved in with a guy named Silky. I started smoking every day.
Yeah, I'm smoking all the time with Silky. Now it's just part of my life, bro. And it's been part of my life for 2 years now. Now I'm smoking before I link a girl. Now I'm smoking because I don't think I'll be able to go to sleep without it. Bro, it's a crutch, bro. But you can be addicted to feeling getting high, and that's definitely something I'm going through badly because I said I wanted to quit 29 times. And every time I say I want to quit, I don't end up quitting.
He said he's addicted to women.
I have a very addictive personality, bro. I love beautiful women. Like, it's low-key addiction. Like, if y'all take a look at my, like, Explore page, like, I just can't help myself. Nigga, y'all look too good. Bro, I gotta get lust out of my system. And I'm gonna be honest, I want to stop smoking weed, but
These are his ways of escaping the pressure of being who he is, the opinions of millions of people about him, his team that depends on him to get paid, the parents he's retired and family he's providing for, and he's 23 years old. Between those ages of 15 to 23 years old, most people are engaging in hobbies. They work a regular 9-to-5 job during the daytime, and on the weekends, they have some level of time to self-reflect, and they don't have access to a bunch of money, so they are forced to some degree to figure out who they are within certain parameters if they're being realistic. Like if a regular person wants to be a rapper, they can't afford infinite studio time and rap and features with already famous rappers. If they want to be a huge fashion designer, they don't have the money to go to Italy and start experimenting with different types of leathers for new boots and stuff like that. They're like forced to move at a slower pace, which allows you more time for self-reflection along that path, which gives them more room to stop themselves from making what would have been impulsive decisions. The difference with Max is that him wanting to be an artist and having to always wanted to be an artist, he has the funds to emulate artists he sees without understanding why they do the shit that they do. He's been a Cardi fan for years. He's loved the underground music scene for years. What do they all do? Do some shocking / gender switching stuff like painting their nails, wearing dresses like thugs, getting a bunch of piercings, the tattoos, being misunderstood and mysterious, being zesty because social norms are holding everybody back. Gender is just a social construct, and the greatest minds, the greatest creatives aren't held by social constructs. You can't be a pioneer of anything or a thought leader if you think just like everybody else. The difference is, bro, Max has had money for a while. Like, the shit he's doing now is what kids do when they're in like high school and you start wearing streetwear and skateboarding because you seen that shit on TV and you're like, oh my god, that's cool, dude. Or you become fucking emo and start wearing the bangs in front of your face and shit. You see something you like that you identify with, you don't even know exactly why you identify with it, and you just fucking go with it. That's what he's doing right now. Like, he wants to be a rapper. He's doing shit that he doesn't even understand. And the reason he's gonna continuously do it is because he's rewarded for it. His brain is now catered towards literally making content, being viral. Pretty much all attention is good attention. So it doesn't matter whether or not he does something zesty that he might regret a few years from now. It's all a part of the same content machine. His negative emotions can be capitalized on. His positive emotions can be capitalized on. Being okay with being weird is what got him to the place he is right now. It literally got him his success. And where a lot of people don't actually act on chasing their dreams, don't actually act on achieving the goals they want for their life because of overthinking and because of analysis paralysis, people like Max just go. They act now, think later. He's doing zesty shit now that he might look at 20 years from now and be incredibly embarrassed. But to put it bluntly, he's just a young rich nigga just doing young rich nigga shit, keeping in mind that everybody he knows around him is other young rich people who are the first in their family to be this successful at this young of an age. None of them know what they're doing. They're figuring this shit out for the first time by themselves. And just because Max, a 23-year-old, makes impulsive decisions without being educated on what the hell he's actually doing, that makes him no dumber than all of us when we were 23. And if we all were multi-millionaires at the age of 22 or 23, some of us wouldn't even be here because we were so reckless at that age. You can finish the sentence for yourself. So as for the exact date when Max will be coming out of the closet, it's never. It's that simple. It will never happen, because I ain't gonna lie, Max is not gay. I can say with certainty, this is a straight young man who's just trying to figure shit out, bro. He's emulating what he sees other people doing. Thug, Uzi, Cardi. He's just following a blueprint, bro. I ain't gonna lie, give that nigga some grace, my nigga. Like, put yourself in his shoes before you start throwing stones at somebody else. Make sure you not living in a glass house. Have some grace for your fellow human being. But with that being said, man, appreciate y'all for stopping by the video with that ass, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all don't understand how much I love y'all. Y'all are helping a young nigga chase his dreams, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Sub up, Sos and the Kid. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.